everybody, I'm Penra776. Welcome back to my wondrous world of Dark Defense, where today we've got Embla up front for I change things up a little bit. I think Feud could be really handy in the current meta, honestly, because we don't have Duo Baby Robin. His Veil instead is our source of Scowl. I've actually kind of made a bit of a mistake with this build. Can you figure out what it is? I'll explain it when it actually comes up and is relevant, but in the meantime, exercise for you. And, of course, give your quintessence for Lord Nergal. Forget the special I've given him. I made a bit of a mathematical error deciding what kit to give him. We'll fix that to match what it says up there in the next battle. But for the time being, he's got Astra for some reason. Great unit, great unit. Leon. Just to put a Duo unit at the back here so that the hindrance stays up so that we're a lot less weak to Gale Force than we would otherwise be. Aside from that, everyone else is pretty much as you remember it. Maybe you made a couple of changes, but I don't remember. We're up against here Yuri +5, Felix +8, Peony +6, Winter, Dimitri, Asker +1, and they have their own Fallen Veil. Now, great feature of Embla as a frontliner, by the way. People yet again forget that she does that. She gains 1 extra movement because she's a beast and she's a flyer, and flying beasts, they do that. So yeah, they accidentally left Peony in range, that brings Emerin out, and that means it's time to start blowing things up. Yes, thank you, Nergal. Big Astra, 221. I mean, Astra's still pretty good when it's up against something like that, but against the people we kind of need to kill, no, Glacies is actually probably better. I thought Astra would be better because it works better for Duo Baby Robin in the Emblem Ike matchup, but Emblem Ike, it turns out, is a red unit, so doesn't quite work the way I thought it would. And of course, because Emerin is the way Emerin is, all of our units get to walk forwards and cause some real havoc. Leon does his normal sort of nonsense, shuts down Felix as well. So he doesn't even get a chance to counterattack. And he's not gonna get one. Well, actually, maybe he is. Godlike Reflexes could save him, but no, it's not quite enough. Now, speaking of not quite enough, we can't actually reach Veil, but I doubt that's going to matter because Veil is kind of trapped in the corner here, and there is nowhere left for her to run. Let's finish things up, shall we? Yes, thanks, Emerin. Very useful. And it's Leon.
Just look at the flowers.
Ending with the iceberg to end of the match. Pretty convincing there, and I mean, it's not quite the Tina shenanigan, but a little bit of extra movement still goes a long way in making people just slip up a little. Speaking of, the reason we're not running Tina is because Peony exists and that ruins our rally. Next up here, Emblem Ike, Mythic Lumera, Asker +6, Nergal +1, Spring Mirabilis +1, and Dagger +5. So looks like they perhaps want a bit of a Nergal off here. However, they do have a bit of an advantage. Their Nergal has more mythics than our Nergal, so a lot more HP, fairly better stats, and their Nergal also has better support than our Nergal. Byleth attacking first, not a good sign for how things are going to turn out. And yeah, looks like this guy has some pretty ridiculous stats. Julian not even getting the sweep effect against him. And getting hit back with a big special. Nergal, interesting unit by the way, because yeah, they did just print him with a suboptimal kit. They printed him with Spiral 4, which, because he already naturally pre-charges his own specials, the only thing Spiral 4 is doing for him, really, is giving him a DR shred when he attacks, but Lagoose Friend does the exact same thing, and also a lot more. So yeah, especially with the Lumera support, you can see how ridiculously one-sided that Nergal matchup is. And because it's Nergal on Nergal, we haven't exactly been able to Essence Steal all his buffs away either. Honestly, I think a lot of people are just underrating this unit. Like, for comparison, if it had been their Emblem Ike there, I don't think Emblem Ike would have got away with it. But Nergal? Yeah, Nergal can do it. Now, of course, they can put Ike up front because, well, all of the threats have vanished from the map, but I say but, there's not really much but about. Just a matter of whether they can sneak in some sneaky pots while all this is going on. Yeah, it might take a little while. Ooh, for warping, that's a good move. That's a good move right there. And yeah, pretty easily able to get out of range. Edel goes for wrong side to gatekeep that pot. So yeah, is going to be possible, but going to take another turn after this one. And there we go. So yeah, pretty rough time against Nergal, it turns out. I think there is a version of this team that beats him, but the way things went just couldn't quite crack him. Really strong unit. That's why we're using him as well. In any case, next set of opponents here, Emblem Ike, very popular. Legendary Edelgard, she is +2. Duo Byleth at +1. Yuri +3. Lumera +1. And Asker +1. Again, dropping Duo Byleth on that tile. Embla can reach. I'm not sure whether they knew that. I'm not sure. So on the one hand, the fact that it's Duo Byleth as opposed to any other unit means that maybe they were feeling a little confident about how it was going to turn out, but on the other hand, Duo Byleth is dead. And Yuri is dead now. And can we sneak in any more kills? Okay, Vale, what do you got? 49 times 4 with the Hardy Bearing. Iceberg hits. 13. But we don't get hit by Great Aether. And Iceberg, finish the job. Beautiful. Yeah, Hardy Bearing plus Scowl is a great combo to stop those cheeky Ikes from doing whatever they want. Now it's Edelgard's turn to go in. This is Legendary Edelgard, so she does get a bunch of actions, and... well, would you look at that? She actually managed to chop through Veil, and then run out of actions. It was worth a shot. Lumera, not even going to kill a single unit. Cool beam though. Good job shooting that beam, but yeah, not quite getting there with that one, and that means it's our turn again. Alright, back to murder. Nice little bit of murder. Yep. Love that murder. Nergal, yeah, he's got plenty of murder.
Such foolishness.
Big Glacies this time. 107, not bad. And who's gonna deal with Lumera? Byleth, can you handle it? Byleth cannot handle it. So all things considered, we might actually be seeing Lumera live another turn here. Not that she can do anything because of Julian. Alright, now can we deal with Lumera? Thank you very much. So that, my friends, is another full team wipe. And that worked pretty well. I'd say that worked pretty dang well. Okie dokie, who have we next? Well, my friends, you're looking at Goto, Emblem, Ike, a Peony, a Freya plus 1, Framme, interesting pick, and Lumera. Framme does actually have some pretty unique support capabilities. So I wonder if we'll get to see those in action here, or if we'll not be seeing them, because I mean, there's a chance that we just pierce it, right? And plus everyone here is standing in Embla's columns, so yeah, we'll see how that works for them. Nope, in fact, they are just leaving Ike up there unsupported. He is in the Peony columns, but that does not matter, and in hilarious fashion, we're ignoring him. We don't need to bother about Ike. Not when we've got juicy targets down here to deal with. Julian clears up Freya. Nergal.
Disperse.
Now, Goto has been a thorn in our side for a pretty long time. You've seen previously he's tanked some things that he really shouldn't tank, but Nergal is not on that list. Veil hopping over Ike as well. Going to take out Peony. And, well, would you look at that? I mean, we're not doing any damage to him, but we have, in quite humorous fashion, boxed him in. We've trapped him in a box. Framme's not going to get to do anything. Ike can't escape. And they've lost half their team, so yeah, that's a good call surrendering there. Very funny. Who's next? Well, looks like more of the same, but slightly different. This time facing Dagger plus 5, Lumera plus 1, Emblem Ike plus 4, okay, Astrid plus 2, Goto plus 3, and Freya plus 3. We've got a lot of protection against AoEs here on this team, on that Ike, which would be very good for them if we actually ran AoEs. We don't. Not on Dark Seas, not when... Ooh. Okay, very aggressive positioning there. Ike all the way up, taking the defense tile. Still not able to block us off, though. Emerin, such the unit of all time. We just go around that. Somehow, we find a way to go around that anyway. Now, you may notice Embla attacking here. That's weird. Isn't Veil our unit what kills Ike? Well, yes and no. Remember I was talking about a mistake I made earlier? Well, I mean, first things first, Nergal doing a very good job, almost gets the kill.
Emblem engage.
And tanks the Great Aether. Now that is something right there. Now here's the actual problem. You might think, oh, Veil doubles and she has hardy bearing, so she's gonna kill him. No, Veil doesn't double. We don't win the speed check. We don't win the speed check. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that would work. Ike may be a unit with a speed number in the teens, but Veil is also a unit who has a similarly pathetic speed, so yeah, it doesn't work out like that. Unless things go exactly right for us, we just don't double him, and our Veil setup fails to do anything. Well, it doesn't exactly matter though, because even though we did not kill the Ike, whoever this was felt pretty rough about getting their backline sniped out like that. Okie dokie. Next battle here, very interesting. Mauvier plus 10, Nerfus plus 10, Peony plus 10, Aska plus 10, a Brave Marth plus 7, okay, and Anna, who is unmerged. And, no! Come back! Where are you going? My content! My content! I can't believe this. Very interested to see what they were cooking with those unit picks, but I guess we'll never know. Next set of opponents here. Peony, Emblem Ike, Fallen Veil, Miller, Ash, and Gatekeeper. That could be juicy. And the tactics room isn't really doing much, actually. Yes, it's blocked in Emerin, theoretically, but well, actually, it might be doing something. It might be doing something indeed, yeah, because Emerin choosing to attack here.
I have to believe.
Combination there of the tactics room and Gatekeeper stopping her from reaching the front of Embla means she can't warp, and since she can't warp, she's just going to attack instead. Yeah. Veil up next. And again, same problem. We're not fast enough. Now, is it a huge problem? Not really. Because we still got most of the way there. But unfortunately, most of the way there, not quite enough of the way there to actually get there. So, yeah, unfortunate. Kind of stalled out the first turn there. Now, Gatekeeper, big mistake. That one's real. Admittedly, it does give their Ike an option here to chop down Veil, but unless they're going to feed him some extra actions. Okay, Nergal. How tough are you? Pretty tough, not quite tough enough to survive that, unfortunately. No extra actions for Ike. They do have one for Veil, though.
You defect.
Who is gonna iceberg down Byleth. and the Brave effect going to finish that up. But Ike is on 8 hit points. That's not gonna fly, and Vale is on 29 hit points, which also not going to fly, especially since that gives us Gale Force. 1 hit point in the dream. But no, he has a lot of damage reduction. He doesn't quite have that much. Right, Gale Force, what can you do? Plenty. Everything we needed. I'm just chilling. And there we go. Yeah, bold move trying that trap, but unfortunately for them, it was real. And it won us the match. Well, next set of opponents here, and would you look at that? It's something different for a change. We're facing off here against Unaka, Ayapaya, duo Byleth, Arcane Plumeria, Nerfus +1, 8, and Freya +1. So for Beast Squad, interesting setup. Not actually using Beast units by the looks of it though, it's more of a duo Byleth kind of affair. I mean, they did position around Emran's warping range, so they get credit for that. But what they did not do is consider the fact that their unit kind of explodes. Yep, he's exploded. Maybe that was a sack play, though. They do still have all their beasts up, so perhaps going for the Gale Force sweep. Someone's honking their horn really loudly outside. Can you stop that? Don't know if you could hear that on the audio or not, but in any case, while I was looking away from the screen, it looks like they surrendered, so maybe their Gale Force plan's not going the way they thought it would. Oi, shut up! Okay, whatever dispute the cars outside were having, it seems to have been fixed. Let's continue with Emblem Ike. Ephraim, the new Ephraim, Julian. Yep, that's Freya +3. Asker at +1. There we go, don't need to see his buffs. And another Ephraim. This one's +1. Summer Ephraim. Well, they seem remarkably confident in the abilities of this Ephraim here. Does he even have distant counter? Well, in any case, Emran's attacking, and it's not because she can't rally, it's because she actually sees a kill here. Remarkable. Here's Ike, who, for once, he's slow enough.
By the Bell Dragon's power.
Again, the Brave hit not quite enough to finish him off, but the fact that we get a second Iceberg, yeah, that'll do it after the Hardy Bearing. And everyone else was pretty well positioned, so the rest of the team just funnels out, and they want nothing more to do with us. I don't blame them. So, wait a second, this is interesting. We're up here against Jose +1, Legendary Edelgard +4, Peony +5, a duo Baby Robin, Sharena, duo Sharena. This is a new unit, scary unit, and Asker +3. When I say a scary unit, I mean that literally, by the way. This is... she's able to Gale Force so hard, and Idun, at the moment, is not designed to counter her. Not that being said, not that we don't have a unit who can deal with Sharena, just that unit is not Idun. In any case, though, for the time being, it looks like we might actually have a chance that isn't horrible, terrible. Because, yeah, Edelgard, it looks like they really want to open us up with Edelgard for some reason, instead of going in with the Sharena, and that just is not happening for them. It continues to not happen. They're kind of running low on turns at this point. Okay, now do you see it? Now do you see it? Okay, maybe now they see it. After all that shuffling around, 5 turns of shuffling, they finally found an Edelgard setup that maybe kills. Or maybe doesn't. But it does bring her low enough to walk safe in. So maybe this was the plan. Maybe this was where they were going with that. Her Spectrum does protect them from the Byleth, and Byleth goes down. They're free to use their ranged units however they want now. So yeah, takes care of Embla. We've got one more Edelgard action, but okay, wasted a Sharena action there.
Do not fail.
Sharena action number 2.
I want to help.
This time with Dancer help. Going to bring them pretty low. It's performing better there than I thought she would, honestly. But that's Sharena's Gale Force. Odd order there. I thought for sure.
I am watching.
I thought for sure that they'd want to squeeze that last extra action out of Sharena, but okay, no, this is how they're doing it. They broke the building so that they could get Joleon, but Joleon survived that. Did he survive this? He does not survive that. Okay, so now, finally, I was about to say finally they have access to their duo button, but I think what they realized is the whole thing I had in place as our actual anti-Sharena unit. That's right, they can't kill Nergal. They can't kill Nergal, and that's the real problem they're running into here. So, yeah, the surrender, and I'd call that as good a reason to surrender as any. Well, who are we up against here? We're up against Peony, +3. Brave Soren, +2. Emblem Ike, +3. Nafuz, +1. Air, +10. And Josanaki, +2. Now you're potentially about to see something very funny here. They've dropped Ike in Embla range, so the team is going to start out as normal. Well, as normal, meaning bypassing Ike. We're going straight for Soren, buddy. Straight for Soren. So that's that. Yes, miscalculated indeed. Nergal gonna come out first to try and deal with Ike. Big Glacies. Will he die? Or will he not die? Ooh, almost got him.
This one's mine.
And again, tanks for Great Aether. I love it that Nergal does that. So yeah, only able to take out Soren, unfortunately. We did shut down Nafuz, but you're about to see, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this was intentional counterplay, but it is quite humorous counterplay. Essence Drain means that our entire team stole Soren's whole save buff, so our regular save units aren't doing regular saving anymore. Instead they're all, well, Embla did a little bit of Mr. President get down there. Peony's very dead, by the way. 181, yeah, not living that. Thanks for buffs. Veil, yet again, not quite fast enough to quad Ike.
By the Fell Dragon's power.
Note to self. Next Dark Season, put Hardy Bearing on a faster unit. Maybe Nergal. I think Nergal would be pretty good with Hardy Bearing, honestly. So again, only able to chop out one unit, and now we get Bolt Towered. That's the problem. Veil almost lets us tank Ike, but not through Bolt Tower. That's not happening. And Josaniki doing pretty low damage against Byleth, but it's enough because, again, Bolt Tower. And Air snipes out Veil. That means we're just down to Idun and Emmerin left. Now, someone may not have predicted this turn of events. Yeah, Emmerin can warp. Emmerin's warping means that Saniki is in range, and Light's Restraint means that Saniki has been compromised indeed, and it gives Idun the warp because of the whole thing that Emmerin does. So able to snipe out Air as well. With that, they're down to just Nerfus and Emblem Ike. Nerfus, well, going into Idun because Idun is fast saving for Emmerin here.
No longer alone.
Armored Blaze hits back, gets the kill. Don't know why they made that play. Maybe they were trying to soften her up for Ike? Not sure. In any case, Armored Blaze going to trigger, meaning that we are going to have that unpierceable damage reduction. Survive one Ike hit. At this point, though, well, I was about to say, at this point we might be done for, but we still might not be done for.
No longer alone.
Idun's gonna Armored Blaze here again. We're gonna survive another Great Aether, perhaps, indeed. And yeah, because of the way the healer AI works, we're just gonna heal again. But that might be the end of it. Not this battle, obviously, because this battle we're going to Armored Blaze yet again, get the damage reduction yet again, survive the Great Aether yet again, but next turn we're going to send in Idun one more time, but this time we don't have the extra action from Magic Shield because we already used that. So after this battle, Idun is not gonna be healed up, and therefore might just be low enough to die to the next Great Aether. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
No longer alone.
Okay, 31. Can we go below 31? No, we cannot. 35 means that Idun is dead, and Emmerin with no one to heal is also going to be dead, but they may have won. At what cost, though? Ike, the only unit left. No pots. It is the last day, so I don't particularly blame them. If they have no ladders left, and they've got no ladders left, but Still, incredibly scrappy way to just sneak out a win there. And that brings us to the last battle of the season. We've got here Legendary Robin, Emblem Ike. You do know that that doesn't work, right? Peony, Asker, Legendary Edelgard +2, and Air +10. Weird, a lot of Legendary Edelgards this season. I'm gonna be honest, I mean, maybe it's because she's a bonus unit, but I don't think she works nearly as well as people think she does. Anyway, yet again, Ike goes up front. We, using the miraculous powers of Amarin, completely hop over him. And once more, it is Nergal's turn to take this fight. Such foolishness indeed. And oh, that is a very nice way to end out the season. Nergal actually getting the one shot for once, 69, and that is a big, big surrender. So, lessons learned. 1. Make Veil faster, or just put Hardy Bearing on someone who's not Veil. 2. Emran's still great. 3. Nergal admittedly doesn't quite do the same ridiculous stuff that Tina does, but him being so tanky means that we have a safe haven in that back corner for a duo unit, and that is a real help against Gale Force, especially since I'm predicting a lot of Gale Force in the near future. Weird that the moment we remove Tina from this team, suddenly the number of Winter Edelgard suiciding into it becomes that much lower, but I don't know what people are thinking, honestly, when they attack this team. I just get to see what they do, and what they do is entertaining every single week. Speaking of which, if you want to be entertained every single week, you know what to do. There's a button specifically for that. It's called the subscribe button. Your likes, your comments do wonders for the algorithm and are greatly appreciated. I will see you all in the next one. Penrost out.